Good day and welcome to the news on the hour. I am Ugbebo Ikekwa. The federal government has begun deploying consular officers to diplomatic missions worldwide before the release of the ambassadorial lists. This comes 14 months after 83 ambassadors were recalled in September 2023. Following President Tinubu's inauguration, a reassessment of foreign policy led to the recall of 83 ambassadors. The consular officers have been deployed to the Nigerian embassies in Spain, Malaysia, Brazil, and while some officers have already reported to their new posts, others are scheduled to assume their roles later this month. The West African Examination Council has banned 13 schools in Kogi State from the West Africa Secondary School Certificate Examination. The schools were banned following their engagement in malpractices during the 2023-2024 West Africa Secondary School Certificate Examination. The State's Commissioner for Education, Mr. Wemi Jones, disclosed this during a meeting with some principals and supervisors who were indicted by WAEC for examination malpractices. The commissioner emphasized that examination malpractices remain a criminal offense, noting that offenders will be prosecuted in accordance with the Kogi State Education Law 2020. He further stated that a committee will be set up, headed by the ministry's permanent secretary, to investigate personalities indicted by WAEC. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has alerted the public to the circulation of substandard and unregistered sugar products in Nigerian markets. It stated that the low-quality sugar smuggled from Brazil poses significant health risks to consumers and undermines the integrity of the country's local sugar industry. The illegally imported brands do not meet the mandatory vitamin A fortification requirements set by Nigerian authorities, potentially putting consumers at risk of blindness and other health complications. The Fccpc, however, reassured the public that it is taking strong action to address the issue. A lawyer, Mike Ofiku, has been shot dead by gunmen in Otukpo town, Benue State. The incident occurred on Wednesday night at his residence on Otukpa Road in Otukpo town. A source close to the deceased disclosed that the lawyer was ambushed by two armed men while waiting for his gate to be opened. The assailants emerged from hiding and shot him at close range. He was rushed to a nearby hospital, but medical personnel pronounced him dead on arrival. Confirming the incident, the spokesperson for the Benue State Police Command, Catherine Anene, said an investigation is underway to apprehend those responsible for the attack and assured that justice will be served. A Lagos High Court sitting in Ikeja on Wednesday convicted and sentenced the 38-year-old driver, Mr. Sunday Okodo, to 5 years imprisonment for inflicting grievous bodily harm on a police officer, David Zapenia, attached to the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority. Justice Oyindamola Ogala, who delivered the judgment, convicted Okodo on 3 of the 5 counts filed against him by the Lagos State government. The court found him guilty of resisting arrest, reckless and dangerous driving, driving without a valid license, assaulting a police officer, and attempted murder. And now to the foreign scene. A United States-based Nigerian, Ifeanyi Ozo, has been sentenced to 72 months in prison for his role in a $6 million bribery scheme aimed at defrauding a U.S. insurance company, Medicaid, through kickbacks. Ozo was also ordered to pay a sum of $4.9 million as restitution to the insurance company. The 54-year-old also was sentenced following his conviction for conspiring to pay bribes to bring patients who were registered under the Medicaid insurance to a non-existent clinic in the guise of receiving treatment, which was used to receive claims from the insurance company. The International Criminal Court of Justice has issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, his former defense minister, and the Hamas military commander for alleged war crimes. Netanyahu and former defense minister Yoav Gallant are accused of crimes against humanity and war crimes committed from October 8, 2023 to May 20, 2024. The court, while issuing the warrants, stated that Netanyahu and Gallant intentionally and knowingly deprived the civilian population in Gaza of objects indispensable to their survival, including food, water, medicine, and medical supplies, as well as fuel and electricity. The court also issued an arrest warrant for Hamas military commander Mohammed al-Masri for war crimes including rape, torture, murder, and other forms of sexual violence. Serbian authorities have arrested 11 people in connection with a roof collapse at a train station that killed 15 people and led to protests alleging that government corruption was to blame. The suspects face charges of committing criminal acts against public security, causing public danger, and carrying out irregular construction work as part of a renovation project. Regular protests have occurred since the accident, with protesters alleging that the roof crash was a result of sloppy renovation work caused by rampant corruption, lack of transparency, and demands that those responsible be brought to justice and punished. Gautam Adani, one of the world's richest people, has been indicted in New York, United States, over an alleged multi-billion-dollar fraud scheme. The authorities on Wednesday charged Adani with agreeing to pay more than $250 million in bribes to Indian government officials to obtain solar energy supply contracts expected to yield $2 billion in profits. Gautam Adani today denied the charges, stating that the allegations made by the U.S. Department of Justice are baseless, stressing that all possible legal recourse will be sought. And that's the news on the hour. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.